hour, joined with David from EcoWise Homes and our amazing clients, Gary and Leah. Thank you so much. We're both really appreciative to have had you in our team. We do see the designer, builder and clients as a team collaborating together to be able to provide your home. And this has been an exceptionally special one for both David and I, as it was our first collaboration of what we've now coined our hybrid home. To start off with, I just wanted to get your thoughts on what the overall design and construction process has been like for you, and any details that you feel may have, I suppose, surpassed your expectations.
First of all, I think the main thing that made this a success was the communication, right from the design stage all the way through with both the builder and architect. I think that was just wonderful, communication, and we needed that.
Yeah.
As the design went on, little changes, little alterations, we were involved, everyone else was involved, and I think that worked really well with us. Yeah.
Are there any particular details that you've just beyond what you expected in the finished product in your home?
The overall design, really, it's been terrific. It's great to live in. You come in and it just feels nice.
Detail's a bit difficult to define because, a lot of the things that we discussed during the building process are quite small.
Yeah.
And if looking back, if we hadn't have done that or haven't done this, it wouldn't have worked nearly as well.
Yeah.
But little things, like the architraves around on the floor. Little details that just tied that whole thing together and made it work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How's it felt? Your physical feeling and maybe the emotional feeling of actually being in this home that is highly insulated and is airtight and has continuous mechanical ventilation. Have you noticed a difference to live inside of this home compared to others that you have in the past?
The temperature's constant.
Yeah.
That's one of the nice things. You can go outside and think, oh, it is hot out there, or it is cold. But in here, it's just, just the same. Nice temperature, a livable temperature.
Yeah.
It's easy.
It's easy.
It's easy to live in.
Yeah.
And you just ignore the fact, you just enjoy it. You're not worried about, as you say, the temperature and the drafts.
Yeah, other houses we've lived in, we've always had to constantly make sure they're warm enough or cool enough. There's always something to do to maintain a constant temperature. You don't have to worry about that. You come in here after a hot day somewhere and it's just like this now.
Well, it
or
is.
A cold day somewhere and it's
Very
just like
close to me right now. And
just like this.
When I first walked in, I felt like the air conditioner was on, but it's just, you said the air conditioner hasn't been on for days.
No, it hasn't. I
It's
can't remember when we had it on.
Lee, you've got a very unique story with your first night you slept in this home. Would you mind telling us
Oh,
about your
yeah.
first
Look,
night
I just-
and also, obviously beforehand, how you haven't slept much, I think.
Well, I don't sleep well, and when I do sleep, I really go into a deep sleep. And that first night, I slept all night. I just seem to be able to get into a deep sleep easier and stay there.
Yeah.
Feel better when I wake up.
And you mentioned earlier that some nights you'll even open the door slightly just to be able to hear the outside environment, like the frogs croaking, which is completely fine to do.
And I think we just have a light blanket on. It can be freezing outside. I think, gee, how about that? So, you don't even need winter pyjamas, really.
Yeah.
Other places I've lived in, you've got, thick pyjamas on, and so I've tossed a lot of that stuff out.
That's great.
I think I'm not going to need them anymore.
Less storage and comfortable.
Well, yeah. Yeah, so it's just...
Well, during the winter months, I think it was around about, it'd be -3 outside, it was around about
17,
19
18.
in here,
Yeah.
and that was pleasant.
Would you be able to share some thoughts on the quality of the construction, or is the craft work in the home?
Just watching how they did things. I thought I had an idea of how things are done because we've renovated several houses and stuff. And you were just so perfect with everything. I just couldn't get over it why you'd even bother. But now that I'm in here, even lining up the outside decking with the front door decking, just watching the whole thing, I think it's a shame actually that you can't see what's underneath the plaster. We should have had a glass viewing thing somewhere, I think, so you could see the complexity of what's behind the plaster and how that makes the house work. Just how complex all of that stuff was. you know, all those boxes for the lights and stuff
Yeah.
you made. And
Yeah.
Workmanship, we couldn't fault it.
no,
I don't think there's
Yeah.
one spot that I could say.
no. And we were often here. That was one thing I couldn't get over. You sort of all felt we were welcomed, even though this is ours. But
Yeah.
you know, a lot of builders don't like people coming onto the site. And
From my perspective, though, it's like I'm building your dream home, and I want you to be a part of the journey. It's like I don't want you to, you know, build the dream home and then hand the keys over, but you haven't really gone through the process of build. So that's sort of why.
well, I think it makes a
encourage
big
people to
difference.
come on
Speaking
site.
to other people that have built.
Talking about communication, so obviously throughout the design stage, how did you find all the communication, one from outlier with the design, but also then a collaborative approach with eco-wise homes and that sort of thing? How did you find all that process?
I think, as I said before, I mean, the communication makes it.
Yeah.
It really has.
Yeah.
It's made. And the fact that we're all tied in the loop,
Yeah.
so we knew what was going on.
Yeah.
It just gave us a real sense of belonging, you know,
Yeah.
all the way through from architect and builder.
Yeah.
And
I thought-
as
I
you
thought
said,
it was
it's a
great.
huge investment.
It is, yeah.
And I mean, you've got to enjoy it.
So you found it enjoyable? It was,
Yeah.
It was fun
Oh,
for you
look,
both?
very much
I
so.
can't think of a day that it wasn't.
Yeah, that's good.
Really.
I know, I can't remember who mentioned that you were almost sad that when...
Yeah,
it
I was
finally-
sad.
Yeah.
When the boys were out there doing the decking, and I thought, oh, the end of the week they're going to be gone. It's going to be lonely here. There's always someone.
You can always build again, you realise.
How did you find the verification side of it, where we would be testing your home as well, just using the blower door to see how airtight it was, or the thermal camera, or just generally, we had our fog machine.
Well, I think
checking
that,
it.
from our point of view, that just legitimises it all.
Yeah.
And you had us involved with that as well, again, which is really good. You could have been doing the blow test, and
We wouldn't know.
if we were not here, we'd have no idea what you're doing.
Yeah.
Certainly having a house sealed from living in it doesn't really mean one thing or another to us.
Yeah.
Like, doors are open. But I think if we had an intense summer, we'd probably realise
It'd
it
be
a little bit
different,
more.
I think.
Yeah. But to know that it can be sealed up.
Yeah.
And stay like this, and it could be 40 degrees outside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't see
Yeah.
that it wouldn't be still like this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the HRV, like you found that very easy to use. I know you touched on it's a very easy home to use. Everything's simple and that thing, but like the noise factor of it, the operation of it, and how have you found everything with the HRV?
That's
Not a problem.
No.
Just floats along. I mean,
Yeah.
the filters might need replacing soon, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, no, it's good.
Yeah.
I mean, you feel as if it's not there. You don't take any notice of it.
No.
It's just in the background.
To start with, I did. I thought you could hear it a bit, but I don't hear it anymore.
Yeah.
Is there anything else that you'd like to share, or you think that you do differently next time, or even if it's just things that again have just been extraordinarily life-changing, if it can be said?
It
Oh,
has.
well, the whole thing's been life-changing, that's for sure. It's just, I can't imagine not living here now.
It certainly has settled into the block too, from driving past and driving up to it. It seems to fit in.
Yeah.
Great.
And I don't think most people would really notice that it's here, walking down the street or driving by.
No, driving up and approaching now, I
Yeah.
didn't think anything of the sorts. I just thought it's nestled in nicely,
Yeah.
and vegetation, as you've landscaped it now, it's just all becoming integrated, and just, it is, it's settled
Yeah.
into the site nicely.
So the outside and inside all work well. Yeah. And I don't think we'd make too many changes. I don't think I'd
No, I can't think of
think of
any.
any changes that would make it any
Yeah.
better.
Yeah.
No. It's just really easy to live in.
And it's got
comfortable.
areas outside that, out there's really nice in the morning. If it is raining, we've got the balcony up there.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
the
pleasant.
balcony's lovely. That's,
Yeah.
keep thinking
Yeah.
about down here, but up there it's beautiful. Even bad weather, even when it's cold, we go upstairs, don't we? Sit on the balcony,
Yeah.
look over. Yeah, it's
Well,
great.
I really thank you both for taking the time to talk with us both today and provide your thoughts and your experiences of what it's been like to work with both myself and David. And, truly thank you from the bottom of our hearts. It's
Yeah.
been a great experience for us both as well, and we've
It's certainly
enjoyed it
been
immensely. It's
been a great experience for us
Thank
too.
you, Lee.
Yeah, we've had a lovely time. It really was really good. Yeah.